yeah, hope everything's good. We are going to talk about art with our very offensive hat on. Our very offensive hat that boosts logic but lowers suggestion. Do we actually want to swap that with something else right now? Would I rather have reaction speed but rhetoric down, or just no bonus at all? Because I might want suggestion against this character, so maybe we'll just take our hat off entirely. 75 years to over 45 months. Big fish in a small pond syndrome. Not sure how much more you can grow. Yeah. I hear you. Still, the small pond is often what's recommended to get to where you are now, right? I was small fish in big pond. Not quite as big as, say, Fortnite, but Hearthstone's pretty big, so yeah, that took more time, maybe.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, can I not?
Can't you tell? I haven't really. This place is...
Really?
I thought I'd mix it up. You know, yeah? Fine.
She means you've lessened
Huh.
the desire to deface.
That's interesting. I thought for sure we could talk to Cindy about the fact we painted that wall over there, but we can't. Oh, well. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to start leaving, then. There's a barred door here? And there's a mirror here? Wait, there's a mirror with the interfacing score? At the Whirling in Rags? Oh, is that the sink we never fixed? Huh. Speak noob, explain who knows about the game, explain what's going on like 2 sentences. You are a substance-addicted cop who has forgotten most of their life. That's a comma, not a second sentence. And there has been a murder that you are investigating with your many skills, like logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, authority, suggestion, camaraderie, half-life, shivers, physical instrument, that will talk to you about situations. And it has... This is a third sentence. And it has over 1 million lines of spoken dialogue. Thanks to the Final Cut patch that added a bunch of extra voice dialogue. Alright. Like to save managed to grow, it took a lot of time, but we got where we are. I don't want to say we got there, because there still could be future, but we got where we are. We started from the bottom, now we here. Do you have anything to say to her? Probably not.
Give me a
Nope. It did say that there was something in here we could do, yeah? That there was like a barred door, maybe? Here's Kuno's dad, who is presumably also unchanged. I'm just kind of taking a look while we're here. Oh? There's a new, like, perception check. No, Kuno's dad is still just there. Alright, people, it's the peak. No going up from there. It's possible. Hope it's not true, but it's possible. So there is supposed to be a barred door here, yeah? Apparently there's also something at the abandoned lorry we could do. I want to get back to the fishing village. I'm just kind of hitting what we can. That's your 1 million lines is a cribble. Yeah, apparently just Kim. Just our partner Kim, right here.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Oh, I thought we did this. So this is about the conflict between the two cop departments. But yeah, apparently just Kim has, I think, 13 hours of dialogue.
The cop kind. Our precincts can decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to.
Who has
It's an
to?
orphan district, in other words.
People don't want to police it.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
Confirmed kills. We have 3 confirmed kills and 200 cases solved? For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases instead of 102. Special Martinez, wonder what this is about me. That was sent by our station. Close your eyes.
The rows are endless.
Look for Precinct 41.
Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness.
So they have a running tally for every cop of cases solved versus confirmed kills, which means they have a leaderboard for confirmed kills, which Kim talked about Precinct 41 being the station that kills the most people.
Your brothers have left you.
For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases. What?
Well, technically.
Oh,
The official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides.
double count.
Common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
102 is pathetic, a very small number. We do have 200, but you're still a good cop, right?
I'm good enough for this case.
Hmm.
I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus.
Right, so we haven't seen this conversation, but we've seen a lot of this stuff before. Kim said that he came because he didn't want this to happen. What's special about mayonnaise? Nothing.
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A
Ooh,
tremble
there it
comes
is.
over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
So we haven't had shivers pop up throughout the game, right? Maybe once. But I have done another playthrough where I'm just kind of shadowing what we're doing and seeing some different reactions where I do have shivers. And so this is what it is. It's like, you know, you'll we saw it one other time yesterday, right? But you'll like go into a room and you'll get these shivers, these kind of psychic feelings of what's going on in relation to the physicality of the world, who lives in places, where things are in relation to each other. So yeah, it's kind of it's more room for poetic dialogue. I wonder what this says about me. That was sent by my station.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
All part of the master plan. I'm a highly experimental cop. But if I'm right, this is outre? Even by my standards. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest we have. A hero cop sent out to perform you in every way imaginable. Must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave where I was sent as unspecified. A highly experimental cop conceptualization.
Really?
I arrive at the scene 3 days early, drink myself into oblivion, fully re-immerse myself in this reality, and then work the case from an angle so crescent fresh it produces never before seen results. It's one of my favorite phrases. They use it in the Yakuza 0, which doesn't mean good results. You just haven't seen them before. They could be terrible. They're new. They're not good. Never before seen results, not only for chronology, but for the human mind.
It can't be that.
It isn't, but I will prove it so. Part of him still wants to believe what you just said. I'm notorious, difficult to work with, wonderkind, with extremely unorthodox methods. Of course, now I'm just drunk. They sent a drunk. I don't know if I want 1 or 2. I'll say 2.
Wouldn't that be something? And who could say it's not true? If you really don't remember anything, how would you know? We should move.
Okay.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
Ooh,
Forget I ever mentioned it.
92% chance. Why did the 41st sent me? We can actually put on our logic hat and boost this to 98%. Let's put on our logic hat. Our highly logical, definitely not racist hat. Unique. He
Yes?
says, been fighting the plague, Lord of Death for a while now. Oh, in Hearthstone single player. A lot of armor. New place to live, says Arthur. Yep, we've got a shack, a fisherman's shack. Alright, there we go. Roy mentioned suicide +1, sorry cop +1. 97% chance.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
Yeah, that makes more sense than their stuff I thought of. What? No, that can't be right. But, well, I mean, they've offered to promote us twice, and we have over 200 solved cases. Granted, we might have become a failure within the past couple of years. That can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Keep it to yourself, or Kim with my precinct sent me this case because I'm all messed up, like, as a joke. We trained him wrong, as a joke.
I've considered it.
So it's true, but it's not true, right? So my father is Darth Vader. Let's say so it's true, and he might dispute us.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
You see me as a safe bet, so you are their
I
finest.
am the finest of nothing.
You would see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So
Okay.
no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even
Healed
if they
morale.
did, they are in for a surprise.
They're in for a surprise! Alright, so Kim still supports us and our team. Regardless of jokes. We can't go in here. Now, this should still have the... Yeah. I don't know where the barred door is. I don't remember where the barred door is. It should be around here somewhere, it seems like, but... I don't know. I don't remember. Alright, well, let's take one more look down the hall. But I don't remember where this barred door is. Don't think it's... Oh, wait, it's up at top! It's up at the very top, I remember now. It is out here. It is out here, it's at the very top. Let's give us a bad guy. Wants to keep checking your progress. Well, I don't know if I'm particularly likely, but you never know. You never know where the game might throw us. Wait, I thought this was the barred door, but I can't select it. Alright, I still don't know.
Ruination
Ooh.
has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened.
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. a straight shot into Revachol.
There's a little bit of a lighting bug right here, it looks like. Shadow appearing and disappearing. Oh well.
The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Taking the ocean.
Waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscured the better part of the remains.
22 hour.
What
Is that
didn't fall
up?
into the ocean was used as scrap.
Refund ruined. No, we can save it. We can go saved. We can Bob Ross it. What didn't fall in the ocean was used as scrap. It wasn't used as scrap because they're in the ocean. Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Underwater, iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand and the mud. Helmets of soldiers, and their finger bones too, and clavicles, littering the ocean floor.
So there's Shivers again, right? Figuring out something that we can't directly observe. We got this feeling about it. Who did this damage? It was the Coalition.
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well.
Anchored into the ocean floor just to be able to fire their guns.
Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Hey, Ken, do you know who shelled our city? Well, I think the first thing Kim will say, Revachol is not my city. We got the XP and Gunny for the encyclopedia. One of our thoughts. Coalition, right?
It was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
We've been sitting here for like 5 minutes. Kim's
He
cold.
does not like talking politics of this kind.
Alright, well, we got some XP just for thinking about that. Alright, so we need to go... I guess we're gonna have to get off the balcony to get down. Is there really not the... Can we really not access the barred door, though? Doesn't seem like it. Barred door, physical instrument, heroic. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. What do we need to do? We want to do as much as we can in the fishing village before everybody goes to sleep. However much we can do. It's probably not much. And then we want to have Kim take the body and process it. Don't understand that door. Yeah, I wasn't able to highlight it, it seemed like. There's some barred door around here I'm supposed to be able to try to access, but I do not remember where it is. Clearly. Something beautiful is gonna happen, which we painted on there last time we played. Okay. It's already pretty late. I don't know how much more we can do before we have to go to sleep. But we'll see what we can. I wonder... I wonder if we can mock Gart. Right? Can we go talk to Gart and be like, hey, I don't need to pay for your hotel room anymore. I got a fishing shack. I hope that's there. I hope that's there. Almost everything I've wanted the game to have in terms of dialogue options, it has had. No.
20 real. Then why are you wasting another thing? Great, yes.
Dang. Almost everything I've wanted has been there, but not that. I really, really wanted our character to be able to be smug and mock Gart. But it didn't happen. Alright. Let's fast travel to the fishing village and see if we can get anything else done. We haven't talked to the drunks, for one thing. Is Annette still standing outside? Or is she inside? Yeah, she's gone. Okay. There's a suggestion thing we can try on her, but we don't have it. Oh, we can look at the electronic doorbell, maybe? I'm just looking at these checks that we haven't done in a long time.
An old call box with a matrix of
No,
push
I'd
buttons.
have to put a point into volition. How many points do we have? 3? Alright. Let's put a point in the volition.
An old call box with a matrix.
72% chance.
All the companies in the East. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and
Stronger and healthier.
maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again. So yeah, earlier in the game we made this call and just this woman on the phone started crying and then was disconnected.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Last time we talked, there was some confusion. You got me mixed up with someone else. Can't let me in, please. Need to see the inside of this building. That's me again. Want to talk to you. There was some confusion.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
What? Please don't hang up. I just want to explain. Distance yourself. What?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Didn't you already say it last time we talked?
Michelle. Just...
Right, and now we know we're not Michelle or Michael. We're Harry.
Why did you even call? I don't understand.
Good to see you, Eddie. Hope you're doing well.
Gone for months.
Good luck with rolling for Eula, right? Supposedly it opens up like nowishly.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do you think it's funny deceiving a police officer? Just stop it, or stop repeating your words. Doesn't matter what I say. Just continue, right? Let's still go. Funny.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Oh, 1 a.m. West Coast time. Alright, so it's still quite some time. Still gonna roll in like, what? Like 8 or 9 hours from now?
Your hands are getting cold.
Ooh,
and your
getting
breathing
cold.
becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Is it over? Can we talk now? Thank you. Not someone who's responsible for this joke.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Hang up the call. Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
It's just a recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being
Just getting
fed
some wood
off
farming.
a wax cylinder.
Wax.
Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Empathy. Just a recording, and here I thought, why does it still feel like it's my fault? Go ahead, H recording, cry then. Why does it still feel like my fault? This might hurt our morale, but it's still the empathy thing. I kind of want to say it.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep
The
listening.
phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head.
Oh, total. I thought it said tonal.
For 300 years I have been here, volatile and luminous, made of sodium and rain.
Wait, this is a shivers check. This is not the actual voice that's going to happen?
If you want me, you can find me on the beach. Unforgettable.
We're playing Death Stranding again! Everybody's on the beach!
So,
The alien thought pattern ends. Wait, that is the voice? Wait, what happens if I fail the shivers check?
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens.
It
Shall we
does?
conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? Something weird just happened to me. Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
Mhm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
He looks at the sea almost wistful. Someone weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true.
Logic easy. Okay. Alright. Well, we got 5 XP out of it, and it shouldn't be on our checklist anymore. We've got an electrochemistry challenging with there. We've got Renee Composure, Legendary Rhetoric, Shivers Godly with Class A, and Volition Legendary. Volition Legendary, huh? We just put a point into Volition, so we could give that a try. If... Wait, is Class A still up there? Yes, she is. Okay. Gotta go through more load screens, though. We'll probably fail this anyway. It said, what, Legendary or Godly? It's gonna be a pretty low chance, I think. Yeah, Kim, just explain what just happened. Recording stuck in phone lines, looping, is something that just happens. So we can... If it says we'll explain at some point later on, we can maybe make the guess that at some point there will be another looped recording. This is my live notification. What happened so far today? Right now we're just doing a little bit of cleanup, really. We're going and redoing some checks that we couldn't pass earlier in the game. I just gotta check. Oh, that was at the end of the last stream. Yeah, I've been talking about going back to the fishing village, but we're just redoing and passing some checks we failed earlier in the game for the moment.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Look up to the gray sky. -3 snowing. Try again when it's stopped, huh?
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. She slowly...
Sure. The record.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind.
The lieutenant... All right, let's see where this is going.
So I didn't say this before. This is us being crazy. I don't know where the volition check is. This was a shivers check, right? So I said, something miraculous is coming. He told me, the corpse. Let's see where this is going. From way out in the northwest, he told me. Maybe it was wrong. Forget it. Nothing miraculous is coming. From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
Cool!
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay.
She nods, silently.
There's so many lines of dialogue. I have no idea where the legendary volition check is.
I was just thinking, what a nice...
See, that's weird. Oh no, there it is. So there's Shivers Godly. The volition check has to be in here somewhere. I just don't know where.
I was just thinking, lies.
Yeah,
There may be ground.
a little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking
I did. There was a
that anyone...
What time?
Thursday.
It checks out.
She stands before you. Hold...
I agree.
Okay. Thank you.
I just...
She nods, then nervously pulls on...
Okay.
I don't know where the volition check is. It could be anywhere in these dialogue trees.
She slowly lights another cigarette.
Sure. Something stupid. What I need's literature. Back to me.
Yeah. Well,
The record. So official.
it's not the luck check. She has 2 checks. One is this Shivers check.
Yeah.
Oh, we can say this at least. That door there. Do you know it leads downstairs via elevator?
Oh. Do you think Ruby could have gotten in that way? To the roof? She could have come up through there.
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
There were tracks in the floor, they're recent. It's an old pinball workshop. This place used to be a pinball arcade. There were tracks in the floor, they're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
It's an old pinball workshop.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
It's all for now, apparently.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed. Forehead furrowed.
I'm
How long?
about 4.
The bill.
Here in the Whirling, he came to see the
This is by far not the...
conference centers.
Hmm? Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss.
What did you say?
Narcomania is a serious issue.
Oh my god. Now it's turning into narcomania.
Reefer
Got
madness.
to be serious if it's 2 words. I'm sorry.
I took some of your Preptide for personal use.
Huh?
Hey, we got 5 XP.
Motherfucker took my Preptide? Looks like you owe me one, officer. I'm talking serious corruption here.
This does not amount to actual corruption. I can easily log it under confiscation.
Robbed by common highwaymen.
She says with a
It's
smile.
hard to tell if she means it in earnest or as a joke.
Well,
Believe me. No.
Funk is an aggressive
All right. Okay. Because I'm an idiot.
idiot.
You have to He kept.
She definitely called
Well.
the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
We were there. Okay.
well,
turned
I
back
just
and
don't.
You were right. He did.
Yes.
You asked.
He just had a hunch.
It was heavy. I waited for the second shot to come. So I'm out.
She threw
Alright, well, I'm gonna give up on trying to find where the volition check is.
Down a line, plus other things.
Is it
I
the
was
did you
thinking-
kill branch? I don't
yeah.
think so. Only
No,
because
Nothing. He was
then
still in
I
the-
wouldn't
Run.
know about.
Run past it.
I already ran. I ran from.
She nods.
Well,
You made the right
Oh.
call there. It feels good. Pure.
now what?
I'm talking about your zero tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Powerful stance. Would you like to take it up a notch? Would you like to become an anti-narcomania zealot?
I'm pure and steadfast, totally uncorrupted by narco.
Yes, you're pure. Unravaged by narco. Of course, it's pretty obvious you've done a lot of drugs in the past, and will probably do more in the future. But that doesn't matter.
We haven't used any drugs in the game. Presumably this would change if we had. You're right, I can't think of any
Of
objections.
course not. You've always been anti-narco militant material. You kept her off a dark course with that interjection. Are you ready to save lives?
Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Now back out at the last moment like a degenerate. Raised you on saving
That's
lives.
good to hear.
Lieutenant acknowledges your strange mumbling about drugs. He does not have any narcotics visibly on him as he says it. Good. Well, yeah, let's see what happens if we say, did you kill
I
him?
was
Of course
just
she's gonna say
thinking-
no, but...
What a nice day for questions.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind. All right.
Coolly.
Wait, where is it?
She
Okay.
Here we go. Did you kill him?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's
He
silence.
wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around. Close to her hand. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out.
Logic
when
and...
they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him, which actually is not true, right? It's okay if you did self-defense. You must have had a weapon nearby, which is our logic. Did you use that?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
It's okay if you did self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Although drama can't be trusted. Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him, which isn't even true.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me. Like what?
Oh, now she's upset, though.
She nods, silently.
Didn't hurt
Then
this check.
picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her
Well,
hand.
I do not know where the check is. There's the anti-opioid. Minus 2 electrochemistry. The world needs a narc. The world needs you. Don't worry, you can still drink and smoke. Those aren't real drugs. Oh dear. All right. Well, I don't know where the volition check is against Class A. Maybe I'll try to find it later, but it's buried in those trees. Actually, here, I'm worried about spoilers accidentally, but let me see if I Google that. Disco Elysium Class A volition check. See if anybody else is having trouble finding it just like me. Yeah, very deep discussion. But, I don't know where exactly the check is. Alright. We're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna go this way. Yaddy attempts to steal flowers from ATD. Genshin Impact. Okay. So I'm suspecting... What time is it in the game? It's 11 o'clock. So... I'm guessing everybody's gonna start going to bed, and we can't do much else, but let's see if there are people to talk to in the fishing village. We also might be able to investigate the church, even when it's real late. That post you found on Gooser's a good read. Recommend when you're done with the game. There's a lot of people talking about Class A's motivations and such. But, yeah, it's A, there could be spoilers, and B, it's just not what I'm looking for. I just want to know where the exact check is. This store's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Are the drunks still awake? They are. Okay, we haven't talked to the drunks here. Oh, and there's some cash. Money. We talked to them individually or as a group?
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his blister and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand, don't shake his hand. Idiot doom spiral? Shake his
So
hand.
what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
ATD makes the smart move abandoning Amber.
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality, it makes me aggressively sad. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Nothing special like everyone else. I have all sorts of wild thoughts running through my head, but I pick the most boring one. I am the law.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago. Those days are over now.
Looks with a grim expression.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
So this is a reflection of us, yeah? I am the law, challenging Aaron Judge Dredd. Now, literally, where is it? We haven't researched it, but... there we go. Bringing of the law. Law jaw. Hey, little observation. It's all cool, man. Don't freak out. But every time you say, I am the law, and you say it a lot, it's basically hello for you, your jaw does this weird thing where it shifts sideways. I am the law. Hanging off your face at a jaunty angle. The word law sounds oddly guttural and low. It's strange. You wouldn't notice it, but after you're saying the law 80,000 times, the question does come up, why do you have law jaw?
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here? What's Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it. Could you and your pal sign this document? Show over to a letter. You seen a red-haired woman named Ruby?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay. What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Right.
Please don't call.
Don't call Abigail.
Call.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
He didn't have enough skill points.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What's Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
No, you should.
You sure don't, says Encyclopedia, but we got 10 XP. No, maybe, no.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
No, this sounds scary. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Did we meet on Friday? Was I alone? Did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Uh-huh.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
We saw that we were able to try to do this against the Union too, but we didn't actually do it, right? We reverted the save.
It is.
It's pretty high concept.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Doesn't sound like me at all. What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
So this was us smashing through the fence that we found out about? If we learned about this before looking at the fence, presumably this would give us a bonus.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally. Well, get off this story train now, naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed.
So we leave the fence, we head towards the coast, and we crash the car and it goes underwater.
Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the
I've
jippers.
spoken for somebody with the name. A high-functioning alcoholic. Never underestimate the speed of
What
alcoholic.
we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things.
Say nothing. It's more dignified that way. Every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the looms of reality. I'm just guessing what happened next.
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster.
Shape of the water.
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
So if you accidentally missed the car somehow, now you'd know your badge is there. But we already got the badge.
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common.
Sunk too deep.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? Tequila Sunset sounds pretty good. My real name is Harry. Well, it's an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
Sounds pretty good. My real name is Harry. Well, I mean, this might be the more interesting reaction.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for? Hours.
It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're
damaged morale.
So whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad.
Minus morale.
After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
So we knew most of this, but it's still the most information we've gotten about the days preceding the game starting.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that effed me? Mention losing anything else? Did I say anything about my colleagues? Did I say anything about the case? Did we talk politics? Get a read on what kind of cop I was. Did I tell you anything specific about my ex? This could lower our morale again.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
That's the first we've heard from Rosemary. This is Don't Say Abigail, Rosemary, and the Doom Spiral.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I lose anything else besides the badge and the uniform?
Beside your gun and your badge?
Right. Well, actually, you mentioned the gun, Eddie.
Your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
We still haven't found our gun.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
That's true.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Ah.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Okay, not much. Anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
But now Kim's helping us.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Hermit Cop! Are we gonna unlock Hermit Cop? Just gotta overload yourself with New Game Plus. Overleveled. You talk about politics.
Yeah, you said that it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you.
The guiding hand of the market, crashing with alcoholism.
This was before you started talking about how the Pinkies were always trying to fuck.
Oh, Three Houses. I was still thinking Monster Sanctuary. So before you start talking about the comments, And finally, did you get read what kind of cop I was? Drunk.
Apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
That sounds like me. Don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for
Got a little bit of
man to find his
XP.
past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
I've heard enough stories. They suck. S-U-C-K. How you became Idiot Doom Spiral.
Depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
Oh, no voice. This one's not voiced. This is how being on the other side of the barrel feels. What do you need?
Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I don't want to give you any alcohol. I'm not enabled. Don't do it now. Don't have any on me right
And
now.
I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple,
Rosemary
my
sells
good friend
stuff?
Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
Alright, the question is, AT's playing the solo mode, the old, like, Rise of Shadows.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. Where's it coming from? Cool.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Superstar and law official, in a sense, sound weird together. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on-the-edge disco cop.
Disco
Time
cop.
to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action. Wait, what's that about Lucas Fantasy World?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
Reconceptualize your disease and alcoholism into superstardom,
This is the beginning of your legend.
says conceptualization. Action! No, I'm too beat down. I won't say any of those things anymore. Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Some kind of superstar. The superstar cop, which has a dog. A dog being grabbed as its art. Let's make this absolutely clear. No one's saying you're an actual superstar, and the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lioness pose the mic kind of way. You're not a disco superstar, Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Temporary research bonus. -2 logic. Seems unlikely. Alright, well, we didn't get much out of that conversation, honestly. I want to see what Rosemary will sell.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about? Good to see you too, friend. I'm a police officer, not your friend. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
300 real? I've only got 81. Speed?
Right. By amphetamine, I mean speed.
I think you didn't hear me when I said I'm a police officer.
Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both.
Wait, I thought when you said speed amphetamine, what?
That's what I said.
Right.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Artie says they opened 3 legendaries and 3 packs today. Used all their luck. 1 pack had 2. 3 packs had 3 legendaries. I'll keep that ratio. Could gold the entire Baron's collection pretty quick. Well, yeah, they started selling some gold packs. Because why is Eula so highly sought? As AT says, it's just because she's new. She's new. They only put new characters in, you know, every 3 weeks or so.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed.
And she dances in her... She does a tango thing in her trailer. Got everyone on the hook.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
I'm already hooking for Kuno, I think. Looks like you're on your own hook, too. Impressive entrepreneurship. I approve. Got a permit for this? We already know they don't need permits. Looks like you're on your own hook, too.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know.
It is what it
It's
is.
always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
Why do spirits cost 3 times more money than I have?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Let him speak. Of the spirits, not the story today, thank you. No one can buy spirits for 300 real, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
What is?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? Did you forget what was crazy earlier?
This guy.
Where'd you get all the spirits from? Can I just get the spirits that's okay with you? I don't even want the spirits anymore. Where'd you get the bottle of spirits?
This is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
The doctor's office. Goosebumps
I got
answer.
one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it.
Torpedo.
It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
Spits a yellow claw on the ground. Lovely.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Good tip. I should remember it. That sounds dangerous.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
4 real. They have no shame taking money for a service they provide. Okay, yeah. Wait, how'd you come out on top?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
What they use? This is embalming liquid?
It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
Threw out the snakes.
Snakes or intestinal worms?
Formidable logic.
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
That was 300 real. Can I smell it first? I think it'll prove useful, yes. The nice is 3.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
So it went from 300 to 3. Maybe we can do something with the medicinal spirits later. I'll buy that. We got 81 bucks.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Now wait, if your logic was not at 11, would it actually not go into the sellable inventory? It would go into your drinkable inventory? Was a deal of a lifetime. Pack of smokes. Here's the money for the alcohol. Sell me some speed. I'm going to be enabling drunk guy here if I give him the alcohol, but I don't care.
Bottoms up, Captain. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Where's the money the rich guy gave you? I spent it. He didn't give us too much, did he? He gave us like $100 or something? Or was it less than that? We used most of it to pay for the initial hotel room.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I'll call whoever I want. Don't tell me what to do. I am the law.
You really don't have to. Besides, he won't understand you anyway.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
Who's Abigail? Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
He's too drunk, but hey, you see any women? Abigail? Who are you? Abigail? Where am I? Abigail?
Then
I demand you answer my questions. There's no use. Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
And beckons you to lean in closer.
He's gonna spit on me.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't.
5 XP at least.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
He passed out.
Don't call.
Wake up. Nope. Alright, so that guy's literally useless.
Tequila Sunset.
I brought you some booze.
Drink first, story later.
Wait! I got this blue medicinal spirit. How about that? That'll kill him.
No.
Hmm.
Contrary to popular belief, I enjoy being alive.
Okay. Fine.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Near comatose man.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here...
He's the idiot Dome Spiral.
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual.
Net worth.
A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative
He's 44 years death would die. Uh-oh.
When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I call a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people do you have working for you? Did jogging help? You gotta do it every day, but it gets easier. How many people do you have working for you?
Full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Jogging help?
It did.
With
my trusty Sansariq tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are your eyes.
His eyes are your eyes, says conceptualization.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would land on my feet. I got feline reflexes. Ouch.
No, you don't.
I've got feline reflexes. Savior, 8 out of 12. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
And not this time.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
No way.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay.
I rang my neighbor's buzzers.
It was too late.
It was
Trying
late.
to sell some.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
We've all been there.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
So, of course, the question to me becomes, you know, is any of this guy's story true, or is he just nuts? And he's like, oh yeah, I got all these keys that don't go to my great life and my great office.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Got one hell of a story. You realize all this is your own fault. I literally can't believe it. Almost myself doesn't seem so bad. I feel like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
Well, I'll tell you got one hell of a story.
Yeah, maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years.
Uh-huh.
When you tell a story too often, it begins to take on a life of its own.
Right, so I mean, okay, so maybe maybe he did have a life, but it wasn't because of the keys. It was because of a lot of other stuff.
What matters is that it's true to my subjective experience.
It was all the keys.
Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Truly, he has the soul of an artist.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit?
This is how they come up all with the stuff, eh?
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and
You just come with a concept of a guy who thinks he lost his whole life because of some keys, and you expand from there?
An even nicer piece of ass.
They stare at this emoji and bam ideas. You just gotta think. You just gotta think. When I stroke the beard thusly, do I not appear more intelligent?
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
Then you lost the jacket.
The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What was the name of your agency? What's up with the tracksuit? What about the other drunks? What about this lost jacket? What was the name of the agency? The Boom Boom Room?
The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
His portrait has the color red and has an oil paint look to it, so is most of the game, but...
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even
The
more...
Boom Boom Room.
...cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Rebishal who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop?
Wait. Oh, I was just looking at this. So it's got the hand here. So the eyes look here up to the right.
If it sounds like
there's
it makes
logic.
no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads and high art's just cynical wankery. So my concept, I have no idea what it means. Mixing high and low. Commodifying culture. That's extremely my stuff. Yeah.
I know.
Right?
It was fucking awesome. Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
I was just noting that, you know, his eyes also look up and to the left. Just like conceptualization. No hand here, though. What with the tracksuit?
You've never...
Premium
Pretty
material.
nice.
Pretty nice.
God.
Oh!
It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
If somehow you had 18 points of interfacing, you could have avoided that morale loss. We only have 10 out of 18.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to.
Level up.
And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime. My
But the other
fellow
drunks.
members-
Hey!
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
Wanna buy some
I
speed?
thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new.
Is this the
Sure,
dirty jacket we
let go of my
found?
Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket I discovered in the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim? But wait, what did that jacket give us? What if I need that jacket? I don't have an option to lie about it. Looks at the jacket.
Nah, this isn't it. Found?
No.
That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
Saying there's another lost jacket? Someone, come on, man, this is your jacket. You just remember it. There's another lost jacket?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. Lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket. Someday.
Secret task complete. Find Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket.
At least you get a nice jacket for your troubles.
Got
I
more
do.
stories.
But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift, then I can't keep on telling the stories.
Okay.
Well, oh wait. Kim has something? He said, okay, talk to me about this. Wait, what does Kim have?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
It's, well, a little eclectic, don't you think? How would you even describe what you're wearing?
What are you talking about? I got armored gloves, armored boots, a brown trench coat, and a bow tie on. What? This is the modern style.
Eclectic is for pop music with indigenous percussion. You're a sartorial maverick.
Hobo chic, superstar casual, regular core, office harbinger. There's clothes, Kim, who cares? Formal apologetic. Actually, office harbinger is pretty good in terms of you got a brown trench coat on, but also armor.
Well, I can't say it doesn't fit you. Still, you might try branching out a little. You know the expression, the clothes make the man. The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Not taking style tips from who dresses like a nerd. Not taking style tips from someone who dresses like a washed-up tip-top racer. Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Ah, empathy.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
All right. Kim talks about her style briefly. We could get one more story out of that guy. We might want to. Just because it's so late, we can't do much else, I wouldn't think. I know we can investigate the church, though, maybe? And we can also... Wasn't there another building up here that we wanted to look at again? Or is this the church? I think the church is over here. Alright, let's... no? It's through here? But there is that Faun building. I just don't remember where it is. This is where the dead body is. Wait, it's gone. Oh, we did tell him to take it away, didn't we?
Listen to it.
We have to call the library tomorrow to continue investigating that dead body. Well, I was planning to look at the Faun building first. We can look at the church. Maybe. Is the Faun building over here? Or was it even Faun? No, I don't remember. We have found clothing. Okay, this is the building. And we had a task, I believe, to look at again. Explore the coast for signs. Investigate the buoy. Dead body in the boardwalk. We still need to find out more about the cryptozoologist on the coast. Did we beat God of War? Oh, absolutely. That was one of my 2 favorite games of that year. The other one was Valkyria Chronicles 4.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has
Felled,
peeled
not
off
found.
over the years, but you can still make out Felled Electrical R&D.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Aye. So what genre would this game fall under? This game? This is a... well, it's a narrative game. But yeah, it's a... it's actually it's an RPG, but it's sort of a point-and-click game, they used to be called. But it's not quite that. It's a narrative mystery RPG, I guess. That's my best description. You're role-playing, you have skills, you have skill checks. It's heavily dialogue-based, so it's definitely a narrative game.
Felled Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms.
Like a rogue third-person story game. Rogue has a very specific meaning, which this is definitely not. And although it is technically third-person, this angle overhead, this camera angle, is usually called an isometric perspective. Never seen anything like it. Even though this game doesn't have combat, other games like this are Baldur's Gate, Pillars of Eternity, Tyranny. There's one other one I'm trying to think of. Divinity Original Sin. But those all have combat. But they still talk like this, and they look like this. Felled Electro, how ironic, all these dark rooms.
Felled Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big.
10 XP.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Huh. Shivers 5. Made that awful call. +2, actually. Found the jacket. Sometimes the only way forward is to fail first. And so, yeah. Shivers 5. Can we boost our Shivers any higher? Do we have any... We do have a Shivers jacket. Right now it's a 3% chance of success. Can we boost it any higher than 3%? Can we get to like 8%? +1 shivers tie. I think that's all we got. Can we like... I wonder if we could like click on a stat and see all the gear associated. But it doesn't look like it. Well, we boost our shivers by 2 more points. So now,
towers above you, saying,
now it's a 17% chance.
R and D. Suddenly,
Nope.
all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead.
We got so close.
The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast.
We were so close. We needed 20. We got 19. We rolled a 6 and a 3. What was Eva attempting to do here? Could be anywhere. How do we find her?
I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
We've been to the church yet? No, we've been there, but we haven't gone inside or anything.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. I think there's people west of here. We could ask them.
Indeed. You hear what sounds like 2 men arguing where the lieutenant is pointing.
And then there's the church. If I were a murder suspect, I would not hide in the most prominent building here. But who knows? Maybe she's reckless.
Or spiritual. She could be looking for refuge.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
What was Ava attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind.
Talk to the wind.
Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there, in the dark, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
If that fails, we don't find her.
If we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, tomb drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
We could... we could put a point in the shivers to try again. But... So Kim said there were people arguing to our west, and yeah, I don't think we made it over there at all, did we? Huh. It's coming up on Hearthstone time, though. It's coming up on Hearthstone time. I could play this for hours, but... Yeah, let me get back on... Well, maybe I'll keep the shivers on for the moment. This reduces our physical instrument, which we gotta keep in mind. And what's the other one? We don't have as much empathy or hand-eye coordination as we did. No one in the boathouse today. Section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. Around. Ooh, new glasses. Superstar sunglasses. Down visual calculus, but we got up the agility, the savior. Boy, there's a lot of stuff on the coast we didn't see last time. I tried to canvass it as best I could, and I missed all this.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Someone definitely gone down here.
Correct.
Love the church.
The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affair.
Skip all months of time because of flame. Well, sort of. Can't you do the 3 weeks and then do the flame thing right at the end and not miss much time? Or do they literally skip the whole month?
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes.
A lot of bullet holes.
Like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not? Because they're restricted.
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We
Bolt
do
holes in...
need to retain some humanity in this world.
Bolt holes in the plaza, bolt holes in the backyard. Know about the revolution, know about failed electrical. But we can boost our visual calculus higher to, like, guarantee this check, or nearly guarantee it. I don't know if we can boost visual calculus even higher. See, I'm losing... I'm definitely losing track of, what does what.
A scattering of bullet holes.
There, 97% chance.
A row of ghostly shades.
Ooh! Oh, it's a firing squad!
There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Oh, interesting. Trying to Fall Guys. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, I never did try that one. Took off big time. I don't know how popular it still is. I haven't really looked at the viewership numbers, but yeah. I never did look at that one.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze.
Audio's messing up a little.
Person stands on the side.
Commander, firing squad. These are the communists, right?
Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence.
There's plenty more for the too many stealth others. Oh no, I know, I understand. I was just noting that, it really exploded in popularity a bit ago.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this? It's the coalition shooting down the communists, right?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations. As demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes, they stand, facing the wall.
Well, not
it's
here,
impossible
but...
to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Leeches, fleas, and thieves, all the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief.
Such is your belief.
Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming.
With black soldiers,
in combat uniforms,
dark coats,
holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
I'm still thinking the coalition.
Men of duty, dark duty.
Who were they?
Overpriced mercenaries putting down some rabid dogs. Someone's got to do it, right?
Look at the commander.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was in on this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Now, that was my understanding, and it seems to be reflected by the camaraderie. When you say leeches, fleas, and thieves, I would, lean towards the communist idea, but it's a little unclear still.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Feld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Mentioned coalition forces. Could have been them against the wall.
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall.
Right. I would agree with this.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
That reflects my understanding of the game's history.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Very poetic.
Behind this building.
Ooh, and Shiver's line.
One. once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
So just by investigating this, we get a bonus to the mural, it sounds like. Entry says, entry inside? Old ticket booth. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Huh. 20 cents. 58 cents. Barreled shut, inaccessible. +2 logic. Is this a hat? +2 logic, -1 perception. So there's the superstar glasses. It is a hat. It is a hat. We got found pants. Somewhere we've got the found jacket. So yeah, +2 logic, -1 perception. Perception goes down to 2, but logic goes up to 9. Huge logic, Herculean logic. This game is your favorite of the past half dozen or so millennia, the last 25 years. I like this game a lot. It just, the dialogue is all very poetic, but it's not, you know, bad poetry. It's well written. I like him a lot.
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in, though? Kim, do you think she's up there? Point to the building. Can I try to get in there?
Not this time.
No.
The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Have 5 XP, have some points. Where everything's made up and the points do matter. Kim, do you think she's in there? Nah.
Suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
You said 25 years? Oh, you didn't say century, you said millennia. Your favorite game of the last 250 years. That still leaves out chess. Alright, so the writing team for this game is definitely good. Super agreed. I was just wondering, this is still available. I was curious if anything else can pop up, but no. Okay, well it is Hearthstone time, but let's see if we can re-roll that wall. There's still these 2 people to talk to up here though, right? Maybe we should just leave it here. But we could look at the wall. Oh, so these are actually, this is the cryptozoologist stuff, isn't it? So that'll be a pretty big talk. So let's, oh, here's the buoy for Classe, though, with her fake ID. We found that, but I don't want to talk to them. That'll be too much.
The metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
Is more than 1,000 years? Right, so... But you said... Oh, shoot, somehow I totally misread your sentence. You said past half dozen or so millennia, which would be, yeah, 6,000 years. For some reason, I thought you said quarter. And so that's why I said 25 years. I was thinking quarter of a century, and then I switched to quarter millennia. I don't know how I turned half dozen into quarter, but that's what I read on looking at really quick. That's why I was going with 25 and 250. And yeah, I think you're going pure Spock throughout this game. You'd be proud. The logic? We certainly are leaning intellect. We have 6 intellect, 4 psyche, 2 physique, 1 motorics. So we have pushed our interfacing to 4 using our interfacing gloves, but overall, all of our reaction speed and stuff is quite bad.
That over there must be the boy class you told us about.
Check that as a game.
Passport in. We should take a look.
Ooh, hidden things, secrets, lies.
Secrets and lies, says Drama.
Spindly extremities have been here. Snap the cords keeping the buoy in place. A little longer, and it will be floating somewhere out in the open sea.
Wait, what?
Moves across the water, leaving no traces. You're cold again, as always.
But who or what is this?
Linda.
Damn, I felt really strange just now. We're lucky it's still here. A little longer it would float away.
Indeed.
I felt really strange just now. Think of the buoy.
The buoy is not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom really have been torn or cut. You lift it out of the water easily, noticing how light it is.
Examine
The
it.
number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch hold.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Shake it.
There's something in there.
Sniff it.
Smells like you would expect it to smell.
Salty.
A shot glass is
Open it
worth of
up.
Seawater pours out.
Well, damn.
Oh, wait. It's not in there? No documents. Who do you think took them?
I have no idea.
This is a minor quirk. We know it was in the buoy anyway. This is a disaster. Everything's ruined. Minor quirk.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Might have been Class A's enemies, which means she's in danger. Maybe she took her himself. Could be related to the cryptozoologist and their little expedition.
In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in travel documentation.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
I have no idea. Or think we do.
Class A's enemies.
Could be. We should keep an eye out.
You could ask the miss.
Okay. Well, we can ask Class A again, but, okay. Again, I don't want to talk to the cryptozoologist yet. I would still like to take one more look at the wall. Oh, what's this yellow check? Almost impossible to get fire going this near to the ocean. Okay. I want to take one more look at the wall as we come back up this way. Let's make sure we have on our Shivers jacket. Wish we had a Shivers hat, but we don't. One more save. Next time we'll probably talk to the cryptozoologist over there. But let's look at the wall one more time.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D.
Reconstructed the execution. 28% chance now.
A breeze.
Nope.
Like a go to the children of the big sea.
The children of the big sea. What the hell was that?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the Feld building.
New task. Work with the children of the big
Officer,
sea.
are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
Did I have a seizure, Kim? Thinking I talked to some kids in the village. Wynn told me to talk to children. Let's roll!
When you're ready.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we never did. There were 2 kids in the village, but they went to sleep. We talked to the one kid, but not the 2 kids outside. Okay. But we can't do that tonight. They've already gone to sleep. All right. So next time, we got the cryptozoologist team to talk to. Cryptozoologist's wife is in town. We got the kids to talk to. We still have the church. We can make a call to the library to investigate that other dead body, which is less important than the main dead body. We could technically talk to Class A about the buoy. I don't know if we'll do that. Yeah, we still got stuff. We've got direction. That won't happen tomorrow.